Good evening, Ask the Pool Guy. My wife and I want to replace the deck, which is wood around our pool, 18 by 36. We would like to use composite decking for the replacement. Two questions. One, are there any products out there that cover existing cp2 coping so we don't have to remove it? And two, if so, can you provide recommendations? Our cp2 is still in good condition, but we'd like a more modern look.
So if you're replacing the wood deck around the pool, you certainly, there's nothing that can go over the cp2 coping that would make any sense. If you're redoing the liner, you could replace the cp2 coping with some type of a face mount flat coping that would allow you to take your composite wood and go directly over the pool and have a finish of wood on the edge. But there's no simple way of just replacing the coping. I think what I would do if I wasn't in the process of replacing the liner itself is I would keep the C2 coping, but I would figure out a way of cutting the bullnose off. And cut the bullnose off, and that way you could now face the front edge of the pool with a composite material to look like, and that would replace the coping itself. So maybe if your boards are running perpendicular to the pool, you could then run a board horizontally along the edge of the pool and create a nice clean edge. Short of that, there's just nothing to doctor up or pretty up the cp2 coping. And even so, even if you start cutting it off and you change the elevation, you have to look at the elevation of the curve of the C2 coping with respect to how the wood would have butted into it initially, and just make sure if you cut that off to create a different look on the front edge, are your elevations going to work? So there's kind of a lot of dynamics going into play here. In an ideal world, what I would do if I were you is do the liner at the same time, remove the cp2 coping, put a face mount coping or a top mount coping, and bring your wood directly over the edge of the pool, or your fake wood, your composite wood, directly over the edge of the pool, and finish it off that way. Or do a completely different type of material over the wall of the pool and then do your composite decking behind that.